It's time for the Good Hands Plays presented by Allstate. You're in good hands with the Seattle Seahawks and their defense in particular. As
the entire team.
They're the entire team who gets presented the Good Hands Plays. And after they shellacked the 49ers 41-6, and granted it was a very injured 49ers team, we have done a lot to write off the Seahawks. I'm saying the row, we in the media, of not saying they're Super Bowl favorites. But after what you've seen and the flawed field that's left, are the Seahawks just Super Bowl favorites hiding in plain sight?
No. I mean, their defense is incredible, but it would be a lot easier to say that if we haven't seen them already play the Rams a couple times. Like that division is very tough. So no, it's not obvious that they're going to run away with it. They've seen each other a number of times. They're comfortable against that defense, as comfortable as anybody can be against that defense. I think you could argue that the Seahawks are better offensively now. They seem to have found a way to run the ball. It may be about their opponents, but it also seems like it's a little bit more sustainable than that. So I feel better about the Seahawks than I did a few weeks ago, but it still comes down to, at some point, you're going to expect the quarterback to make some tough plays in some tough situations, what we know he's capable of, but I think we all would feel more confident in Matt Stafford having to make those plays in those situations rather than Sam Darnold.
I agree, but I think the hope is the Seahawks might not have to get into that situation because they got that killer defense and because now they can run the football. And that, I think, has been the thing missing for them all year. I could give you the Sam Darnold splits.
Right.
Going back to before that first Rams game, number 1 in QBR. Since that first Rams game, 27th in QBR. He threw 17 passes in this game. To be fair, he did come in with a mysterious oblique injury 2 days beforehand. I thought we were going to get Drew Lock in this game, and that was going to eventually lead to Drew Lock being the 2026 starter for the Minnesota Vikings. I had it all mapped out in my head, but Drew Lock did not play until late. Sam Darnold was fine. But they didn't need him. They ran the football all over the Niners in this game. And that was without Zach Charbonnet, who got hurt during the game. Kenneth Walker was excellent. The offensive line was excellent. This was the second highest success rate in a single game for Kenneth Walker over the last 3 seasons. And that, to me, is we're underestimating the Seahawks. Because all year, we've been looking at a team that could not run the football and really desperately wanted to be able to run the football. And now, really since that second Rams game, they have been able to run the football. And that is a kind of secretly impressive advantage for them because now they have a formula that does not involve relying on Sam Darnold to do much of anything.
Yeah, they have a success rate of 43 in week 18, 43%, 44%, 41 in 17, and 48 against the Rams in 16. So I guess the question is that real? And I think if you say you do it against the Rams and you did it against the Panthers, it feels more real than the 2 games, the playoff game and the final postseason game against the 49ers, because I think we recognize that 49ers defense was decimated by injuries. So it's a 2-game sample size, I guess, if you edit out those 49er games. I don't feel as confident as you do. What are you seeing? Is there something specific that you're seeing that makes you think that this is something that they can do consistently? I guess we go back in preparation for this game, we'll go back to that Rams tape where their effective run game was born and see if it felt like it's something that they can do more consistently.
I just think they were a little unlucky earlier in the season. They had one of the lowest explosive rates in all of football, even though they have Kenneth Walker, who I think is a really explosive back, Zach Charbonnet, who's a pretty explosive back, and I think they were just a little unlucky on not hitting more big plays. And I think we're also seeing teams play more too deep against them, even when they're in 12 personnel, even when they're in what look like run formations, thinking, for half the year, you guys were coming out with your base defense or coming out with single high and then running play action. You were hitting big plays off of us. We're not going to let that happen. We're going to force you to run the ball. And so they're getting better run looks to run into, I think, at this point of the year.
I mean, and JSN made it so that they had to do that. So I guess they do have the pieces offensively. A quarterback that can play at super high levels at times, that did early in this season, and an emerging running game, and then a receiver who's up there with Puka as far as like they're separated themselves as far as numbers are concerned from everyone else in the game. Those two are clearly the best two receivers in the league this season. So I think it's possible, but it's going to be a coaching matchup that matters a lot.
I mean, this might be the worst thing for the Seahawks. I think they're winning the Super Bowl. And I think that we're looking at 2 years of Jalen Hurts and then Sam Darnold being Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. So we're going to look and be like, huh? This is complete insanity. And then we get a 10,000 word column from Bill Barnwell being like, do quarterbacks matter? Question mark.
I think it'll be a one-word column.
No,
fair question.
Yes.
No,
it's just those hacky joke. Hand up. My bad. I mean, it's just like Domonique. I'm surprised by that you're not as into it because the defense is so unique. It's like the anti-Legion of Boom in certain ways, where not that they don't have great players, not that they aren't that secondary with Witherspoon and even Warrior are not incredible, but they're small, they're fast, they play with like this multiplicity of looks that's so unique and different and confusing to offenses. And doesn't feel overwhelming like the Texans do with physicality, but it's just been stifling for teams all year long.
Yeah, I mean, I think I disagree with your assessment a little bit, but I mean, rather than quibble with the specific analysis, I'd say I'm sorry if I come off as not that into it. I am very into it. I think this defense is so fun, and I think with their ability to play big, even though they're small, and win the one-on-one matchups.
That's the best way to describe it. Yeah, small personnel play big.
Yeah, but they and the Texans are pretty straightforward in what they're doing. Like, it's not a whole bunch of trickeration. It's like, we're going to be better than you. And I love it. It's great. It's awesome. But that wasn't the question. Like, I don't think that they have separated themselves from everybody else in a way that feels as inevitable as it sounds like you think they have. And I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be everybody else. They haven't separated themselves from the Rams in that way to me. So we'll see how it goes. Like, I don't think that their defense is bad. I think their defense is great. It's going to be fun. But I don't think that they're head and shoulders because they dominated this 49ers team that I just wanted the game to end so no one else got a serious injury at some point in the second half. Just because they dominated them in their one playoff game hasn't made me think that this team is unbeatable.
Well, you know my answer to this question already. Yeah. So I'm not going to answer it, but Domonique, do you put any stock in the fact that it looks like the Seahawks are playing really good football right now, maybe the best version of themselves all year, whereas the Rams look like they're playing like
can't say it, Domonique. You can't say momentum. You just can't say it.
You don't have to.
He would melt.
That's not my problem.
Say the word.
He would melt.
It's a thing. You can say it. It's all right. I mean, you believe in it. It's a thing. Confidence? Can we call it confidence? They're playing with confidence right now. I think that I don't put a bunch of credence in that, honestly. I think that the competition, like, I feel like a broken record at this point. Like, it's hard for me to be critical of other teams who are beat up on weaker opponents and not accept that a lot of the reason why they look really good right now is the last two kind of marquee games, kind of standalone, all the eyes on the Seahawks games that we looked at were the 49ers both times. And in one game, they only won 13-3, but they looked like they were completely in control. And in this game,
look like they won 13 to -13 in this game.
Yeah. And then in this game, they just completely crushed them on special teams from the opening kickoff. So, like, it's just so hard for me to make any assessment based on that alone. Like, yes, they're very good. The momentum thing, like, I don't know. I wish that
Can I tell you what I really thought, my real takeaway from this
do.
Seahawks-Niners game? Man, the Eagles' offense sucks. Oh, boy. Ooh, just seeing the Seahawks run it up and down on the Niners and thinking Saquon Barkley, Hall of Fame caliber running back, with that offensive line, they could not do anything.
I texted Charlie early in this game saying, could you imagine if the Eagles were out here against the Seahawks? Like, that would have been an entirely different recipe. But maybe it would have been a close game because their defense would have kept it close.
It wouldn't have been.
that Eagles defense, I mean, that Eagles offense against that Seahawks defense